YouTube family! Welcome to another Two Family Homestead live stream. Woo!
Well, it is Thursday afternoon again already. How is everybody doing out there? Oh, let's see. Geeky Gardens, hello. Paul, Dutch Off-Grid Homesteading, good to see you, my friend. Tambra Duggar? Is it Duggar or Duger? Not sure. RG Homestead. Single Man. Who else we got out here? Sonny's Place. RG Homestead. Enriched Refuge. And I'm seeing a couple other names over here, too. Prosperous Hills Farm. Did I say Walterman? It should be here. Homestead Dreaming has been here. Maybe not here at the moment, but she was here earlier. Speed Streak has been through here. Food Forest. Well, hello. So is everybody surviving today? We've had rain here on and off all day. Some thunder, some heavy rain, some light rain, some sun shining, and so humid you have to cut through the fog. Missy at Shore Homestead, hello. Ozark Mountain Goats. Good evening. Good evening to you. So if you've not been here before, if you type in !wheel in the chat window, our bot will give you a link to a form for you to put your channel name on. You do that, and your name is automatically inserted into the wheel. Okay, Enrich Refuge. Well, I'll tell you what we do here because I was just getting ready to do that. What we do here is, if your name comes up on the wheel, we kind of give your channel kind of a once-over. Try to give you a different view of how your channel presents itself to other folks. Some of the things we will be looking at are real basic things like, what's the name of your channel? Is that name easy to remember? Is it easy to spell? Is there 400 other channels that have the same name? So things like that. Channel name, we look at that. We look at your channel art. And channel art includes the banner and your icon or logo. We also take a peek at your channel description, email, and links. Those items are all found on the About page. We give you some tips on doing your description, some things you should do, some things you shouldn't do. And, of course, the more you hear, the more you pick up and get other people's examples. We do a quick look at your playlist. We check to see if you have descriptions on those playlists. We don't check every single playlist, but we'll pull a couple out at random. And every now and then we'll catch somebody that's usually pretty sharp where they've forgotten to put a description on there. Kilted Gardener, how you doing? Mama Z's Texas Kitchen. Thomas Schmidt Homestead Projects. Let's see. I think some others came in, but I missed as they went by. So after we go through some of your playlists, we take a quick peek at your thumbnails in general. We just look at your video page and see if there's some things you could maybe do in your thumbnails to elicit more views. I mean, that's the most important thing that's out there. That's what people see first. If they don't see it on your thumbnail, they're not going to click on it to watch it. We'll see how your channel presents itself right on the home page. If you have a channel trailer, and of course the co-piece to that is a featured video. And the difference there is, depending upon if somebody is subbed or not subbed to your channel, that depends on what they see on your homepage. When we look at your channel, I go into it with a browser that is not signed in. So therefore, that browser is not subbed. This would be the way if you told somebody about your channel, say, hey, check me out on YouTube. This is how they would find you and see you. We do a search for your channel by name. So that's a quick once-over of what we do here. Who else we got? We got Off Kilter Homestead, Wild Ones Homestead. I think I said hi to Mama Z, but I might not have. If I didn't, I am saying hi now. So, okay, well, we got a few people in here already. Let's, what do you think, Sherry? Should we go ahead and spin the wheel? Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, here we go. All right. First spin of June the 25th, 2020. And it is going to stop. Tambra. I don't know if it's Duggar, but Tambra, you are first. Okay. So here's what happens. What you're seeing in front of you is a browser. Going to YouTube. It is not signed in. And we're going to put your name in here and see what your channel looks like. Okay, Tambra has got 229 subscribers with 28 videos. So keep that number in mind. 229. I'm sure she's going to have a few more than that when we get finished with her here. Oh my. Look at that banner. What kind of flowers are those? Can you tell? They're not pansies, are they? I don't know, no, they're not pansies, but they're that's a nice looking wrap around your garden there. So the only thing that's kind of missing, in my opinion, and keep in mind, everybody's got opinions. So in my opinion, the only thing missing here is that this is a real pretty billboard, but there's no information on it. And I would certainly think petunias. I would certainly think that that this is a good place to put perhaps the name of your channel, perhaps a quick blurb that says, expect uploads every week, or something along that. Just something to fill in here if you would. But no, it's a good sharp picture, very colorful, nicely done. I do not see a trailer video. No trailer video showed up here. So let's jump back to the About page and see what the description has to say. Reads as follows. My name is Tambra. I sure hope I'm... Duggar?
It has 2 G's, but that's only me.
Tamara Duggar. I'm a 40-year-old wife and mother of 5. I live on the outskirts of a small town in Oklahoma With my husband of 16 years, I have 2 boys left at home that love to help me in the garden. My channel is about learning how I learned to garden. I've been gardening now for around 7 years. My first year of gardening, I couldn't grow anything to save my life. My gardening experience started with one little squash plant that fed my family, and I was amazed that I grew that for my family to eat and had to learn more. Through the years, I have had a ton of failures. In those failures, I have learned so much. I bring you along with me through my day-to-day working for and in the garden. My garden has come a long way from digging a hole in the ground to building 6 raised beds, now expanding my garden to over 1,000 square foot of growing space and more. The truth is I have no idea what I'm doing, so come along and let's learn together. And she has a post office box address here if you want to send her some seeds or gardening implements. Maybe she'd like a big tiller, or maybe, who knows?
I don't think that can go to post office box.
That don't go to the post office box?
Too big.
You could send her a picture of a tiller. You could say, you'll have this delivered. No. But, okay, it's a nice write-up. It really is. I think it's well done. She's hit on some absolute key points here, and I do want to point those out. When you're doing a description, I want you to keep in mind that everybody that goes in and looks at this description has a very, very short attention span. And because of that, if you make any paragraph more than 3 lines in length, their eyes start to skip over it and they don't read it. And that's just a fact. So keep your paragraphs to no more than 3 lines in length. Then put in a blank line, just like what she's done here. She has done this beautifully. And to make it flow, don't use big words in it. Tell a little bit about yourself, and she's done that. She says 40-year-old wife, mother of 5. She's in Oklahoma. Hey, she's been married for 16 years, and 3 of her kids, I'm assuming, are grown and gone. She doesn't say that, but she says she has 2 left at home. The channel's about her ventures into learning how to garden. I mean, she covers a tremendous amount of ground here, and just is really, really nicely done. Email address is in the proper location. She has links to Facebook and to Instagram. And here you go. See, she gave you the post office box up here, and she's got her Amazon wish list right here, folks. I want to be sure to point that out so you can all check out her wish list and make one of her dreams come true. All right. Let's go back and see if she has any playlists on here. And she does. Matter of fact, she's got 7 playlists. It's a nice number. So let's talk about these in general first. A playlist is a group of videos. It's a group of your videos. It's not a group of George Smith's videos. It's a group of your videos. With the one exception to that is if you are in a collaboration, if you are in a group of other YouTube creators, content creators, on a common subject, and form this thing where you're all making videos regarding that common subject, it's perfectly appropriate to have their videos on your page. Any other time, it is not appropriate. It's your page. It's not their page. So let's see what we got here. 2020 Garden. We're going to open up the playlist. Just take a peek at it. Holy smokes, is there a description in here? Nicely done. Big description. That's what this is right here. This is something so many people forget about. They just, I don't know, they just don't see it or what it is. But it's very, very important to have a description. This one's quite full. nicely done. Because this is what's describing what this group of videos is all about. And of course, the videos in here, they're all hers. Let's go check another one, just at random here. I'm going to grab this one. And this too has a nice description. I grabbed this for a reason, because I can tell by the background it's a little bit out of season. So I wanted to just make a comment on playlists in general. You have to have one video to start the playlist, otherwise you know, there's just an empty playlist. But don't have a playlist with just one video in it for any extended length of time. I mean, it's called a playlist for a reason. It's supposed to be a list of videos. You got to start with one, but make sure that you're planning to add more down the road as you increase your videos. Let's take a look at her videos here. We'll get the last. Let's see if we can just squeeze 18 of them on the page here for you to look at. And in looking at this, it looks like she's generally uploading, for the most part, maybe once every 2 weeks, maybe. I'm just kind of, I haven't seen that listed yet anywhere. Of course, we'll get to mentioning that. But let's take a look at these thumbnails. Is there, looking at the past 18 thumbnails here, is there something here that catches your eye, draws your attention, says, man, I got to look closer at this? And I'll just put the onus on everybody in the chat here. Is there something here that you go, wow, I need to go look closer, look deeper at this? Now, I'll tell you some real plus things. Is facial expressions. And I don't just mean a beautiful smile. I mean where you have this look of amazement or look of surprise or genuine enthusiasm. Those kind of things, people can read that. And furthermore, YouTube's artificial intelligence can read it, and that can actually help rank your videos better. For the most part, you're not going to want to have more than 2 subject matters in your thumbnail. And when I say subject matters, just for example, let me get my magnifying glass here. If you look at this, you will see her smile and the bucket here. So that's your 2 items. Here, you'll see the planting thing, and again, the smile. That's your 2 items. This is almost more of a single item here because there's another goat hidden here, but you can't really see it. So you're really looking at just one goat here. If you look closely, there's another little one, but is that standing out enough to catch it at a glance? This is pretty much one item. Again, pretty much one item. This is a 1 item. You could maybe call this one a 2. But the reason for that, again, is people's attention span. All your pictures should be good, clear pictures. They shouldn't be too dark. They shouldn't be washed out, being too bright. And, you know, if you make a thumbnail that you don't like, you can always change it. You can always go back in and change that thumbnail. Here's things you can do to your videos after the fact. You can change the title. You can change the thumbnail. You can change the tags on the back end of the video. You can add informational screens. You can add end screens. You can do all of these things every single day if you want to do it every day, without hurting your view counts or anything along that line. What you can't do is you cannot pull the video down and re-edit and put it back up. Then it becomes a new video. So if you have already got whatever number of views, be it 500 or be it 5,000 or 50,000, if you take a video down, you just lost all those views. So you don't want to take it down, but you can go in and modify it. You can go in and change that thumbnail. You can redirect it. You can re-promote it. Go back to the home page here, see what we have. The home page is purely YouTube default. And what I mean by that is there is one container here that has uploads. Now, I'm sure you'll see later on with some of these channels where people have come in and modified this page. If you create a trailer, and I highly recommend that you do create a trailer, it automatically starts playing here for anybody that's not subscribed to your channel when they land on your channel homepage. We recommend trailers to be, many people will tell you, 30 to 90 seconds. I always say 30 seconds to 3 minutes, no more than 3 minutes in length. Again, it's back to that attention span. But in setting up this page, you can then add on to the bottom here various playlists. Do them individually. That's where the description on this playlist shows. And we'll see that here on some more as we go through it. But overall, I'd say you've got an excellent start on here. Personally, I'd like to see the banner changed a little bit, and some of your playlists put on this front page. Get yourself a trailer video, and I think you've done a really, really nice job. So, folks, check her out. I'm surprised that this number is still at 229. There. Well, we got her at least one. Somebody went over and said, "Hey, I'm gonna see what she has to offer." So, Tambra, thanks so much for being here. We appreciate you coming, and hope anything we told you today helps you in some little way. So now let's go spin that wheel again. Simply Southern Roots, absolutely. You can use your editing software to do one. The channel trailer is not added to the About page. It is added on your home page. Oh, my.
Well, she's not coming up.
She was here earlier.
Well, hold on. It might help if I spelled it right. No. She may be outside.
She might be outside. All right. Well, Homestead Dreaming is a channel that we frequently have her up here, not only because she's an extremely lucky person.
Prayers need to go out for Kira anyway. Her mother, who lives in Mexico, was very close to the earthquake the other day.
Oh.
Yeah. So definitely prayers.
Okay, I was just informed that Carrie has families that
Kira's mother lives in Mexico.
Go ahead.
And she is very close to where the earthquakes were the other day. So prayers and thoughts to Kira and her family during this difficult time for her.
Well, let me get her page up here because she
and she is one that makes use of her front yard as her growing space.
We use her frequently as an example. We just love making an example out of her.
Yeah, Simply Southern Roots. Isn't it crazy how this stuff is just like, how we ever do that stuff in college?
Okay, so Homestead Dreaming. We're going to do this very quick because I want you to write this channel name down, and you can refer back to this channel on examples as to how to do things.
Thank you, Emma. I appreciate that. I didn't see that.
Okay, as you can see, she has a trailer video here. It's 2 minutes in length. Because I'm not signed in, it comes right up as we landed on her page. That's an automatic feature that YouTube does for you. Her banner is well thought out. All of the important text within the banner, including the channel name and a little tagline, will display well across all devices. She has a selfie as a logo picture here, and has it even well centered. So she spent some time on this. If we jump back to the About page, I want you to notice again on the description, it's all 3 lines or less per paragraph, and it talks about where she is. It gives the growing zone. It tells a little bit about her family, what you're going to expect to see here. Her email address is linked properly, and she also has links to her Amazon wish list and a Twitter account and Instagram and Facebook. And of course, those are reflected on that banner up here in the lower right-hand corner of the banner on every page on her site here. Within the playlist, she's got just a couple. We will just open up a couple here at random so you can see she has a nice description on everything here. These are all her videos. And folks, if you do have a playlist, you have to maintain that playlist. And what I mean by that is if you do remove a video, if you make a video private, and if it's in that playlist, that's the way it shows to everybody, and that's just kind of ugly. And I'm sure we'll probably, more than likely, we'll run across that. We'll open up this playlist, and again, has that nice description. Going to take a peek at her thumbnails. You can almost see a little bit of a transformation here. She has starting to add to enhance the color. I'm going to call it, she is using enriched color in her thumbnails. It just makes them pop just a little bit more. Uses a little bit of tease text within the thumbnails. So not enough to tell you what it's all about, but enough to try to catch your eye and gather some interest. You don't ever want to have exactly the same thing on your thumbnail that you have in the title. And I'm sure we're going to get to this. She has no bad examples here, but that lower right-hand corner of a thumbnail, that belongs to YouTube. Anything you have on that thumbnail that's in the lower right-hand corner will be covered up by that timestamp. So there's no examples here to show you, but I know we'll run across some. Going back to her homepage, this uploads container is the default container. She then has playlists, and she has done some changing up here. So she has a playlist here in a vertical format. another playlist in a vertical format. Now she put a playlist in a horizontal format. Now she went back to vertical. She went back to horizontal, back to vertical, back to horizontal, back to vertical, and back to horizontal. So, yeah, she has made this hers. There's a tremendous amount of information out here. I am not a fan of this popular uploads. I'll just mention that. I'll tell her that every time. But, and I'm sure we'll run across it again and we'll talk about it more at that time. But
How are you getting to the thumbnails? I'm not quite sure what you mean, enriched.
Enriched Refuge. How are I'm not sure what the TOT
Yeah,
is.
I'm not quite sure what your question is. Best place to do banners, Simply Southern Roots. If you go back to our Tuesday night live stream, Crystal from Copper Kettle Farms did a demo on Canva.
There are some sites out there that are both free and paid that will help you to do thumbnails, banners, logos, that kind of thing. I guess I'm old-fashioned. I just do it myself with a photo editing program on the computer here, and we have lots of talks on how to do that as well.
Okay, Mel. I'll chat with you later, sweetheart. Prayers and love to you. Oh yeah, pickle juice is going to help with that. No, that's something you can do. You don't have to wait till you hit 1K. Everyone should have that option.
Okay.
Okay, now you got the message there from your rich refuge.
How do you post a thumbnail? See the list of them that you are showing now. Okay, the thumbnails, when you upload a video, when you create a video and upload it, YouTube randomly selects 3 pictures from your video. And they randomly, at their choice, highlight one of them. And that's your thumbnail, unless you go in and change it. Okay. I understand your question now. This is an important enough question, and I think we have enough new people.
See, they don't have any video, so that's why they're asking.
Yeah, and I think we have enough new people in here. So let me see what I can do here. Screen. All right. I'm going to bring you over to my computer. I don't do this often, and I may slide through some screens here
Missy.
in a hurry.
You grabbed it before I did.
And
wild ones.
And what I'm going to show you here is how you get into to do this. If you're going to make a change on your page, let's talk about that first. Just be signed into YouTube. And then if you go to your channel and you click Customize Channel, that's how you go in and you edit your About page. You can edit other things throughout in here. You can do your playlists. This is where you do that information. Now, if you're on this page, or you can also do it as long as you're signed in, if you go to YouTube Studio, this is our channel dashboard. You go into videos, And just for an example here, this latest one here that Sherry made for the cucumbers salad, if I go into details on this, this is where she fills in her description and puts all that information in that. And I come down here, and you will see there are 3 pictures here that are kind of faded out because they're not selected. These are the 3 pictures that YouTube randomly pulled out of the video and said, oh, we'll make this the thumbnail. Matter of fact, it was this picture right here that they were going to have for the thumbnail. And I said, no, I don't want that. We're going to upload this one. And they give you another location here where you can upload your own thumbnail. Now, I can change this. I can download this thumbnail from here. I can make a different one and put it in here.
If he wants to sleep in the bed tonight, he won't change it, though.
But I'm just saying, well, obviously we had to put this in here. Okay. And then further down, these are the tags on the video. This is the stuff that you don't see. It's all behind the scenes. There is not as much importance placed upon tags today as there was even 6 months ago. But they are still important. So the tags are located down here. This is also where you choose visibility, if you want to make it public or not. If you want to have an end screen on it or add cards, you do all of that from right here in this edit portion. Of course, whenever you change something, you have to click save, or else you lose it all. You can spend hours in here and think you have everything right, and then you just jump out of it and you lost it all. So
I did that yesterday.
Did you?
Remember I told you?
So you want to make sure you click that save. So that's pretty much where we're at with that. And I hope that helped you there. If you ever have a question on getting into doing something like that, send us an email to familyhomestead@gmail.com, and we'll do our best to get you set up on that. So, having said that, I think we've pretty well covered Carrie's channel. So let's get the wheel back up here. Before I do that, let me just double check. Okay, we're good. Let's get the wheel up here and get another channel to look at.
How are you getting?
How are you getting to the edit page? All right. Enrich Refuge. Let me show you this again real quick here. Let me bring that screen back over. All right. I am we'll just kind of start from scratch. I have a bare browser here. Okay, so you're seeing just a browser, the search window here. And I am going to go to YouTube. So I can just type YouTube up here, or because I'm there so frequently, I have a shortcut here. So I'm now at youtube.com. So I'm at YouTube. This is what YouTube has elected to show me. Now, again, just to maybe help you out a little bit, this is on my home page. I am signed in. We are signed in as Two Family Homestead. This is the home viewing page. If I want to look at trending videos, I can click trending, and I get all this. This is the one where you get ridiculous counts for silly content, like this Nintendo thing. Okay, they uploaded this 8 hours ago. It's got 1.5 million views. No biggie. You know, we can do that anytime, right? Mm-hmm. Personally, I think it's just wrong that YouTube allows like Nintendo to have a channel, but that's okay. Whatever. Subscriptions. These are the latest things uploaded by people you're subscribed to. So, where live streams are at, so on and so forth.
Daryl, do you think that everyone else could see what you're doing?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I did think that, but thank you for pointing that out. All right, we're going to start again. I apologize. Sherry caught me. We are just going to start again. We are going to go to a blank search page. And I'm sorry. Keep in mind, I have 5 computer screens here that I'm looking at, 2 different computers. So I'm on a blank search page. I'm going to go to YouTube. I am now signed in to YouTube. Being signed in, you can tell that if your icon is in the upper right-hand corner, you can see smudge right over here in the upper right-hand corner. So this is what YouTube is suggesting to me I should go watch. Down the left-hand side here, the second one down is trending. You heard me talk and whine about this Nintendo channel that has 1.5 million views in the past 8 hours. And all these other crazy high count things. The subscriptions are the channels you are subscribed to. You can see the live nows and so forth. So now you have a little bit of the getting around within this. You go up and click on your icon, your logo. You can go to your channel. So this is our channel, Two Family Homestead. If I want to customize the channel, if I want to go in and work on the About page, if I want to add playlists, if I want to do anything on my channel, this is where I click. I click Customize Channel. It then takes me into my channel. I'm signed in, and I can work on my channel. If I have any other things to do, if I want to work on videos, typically you're going to do that through YouTube Studio. So this is just one way to get there. There's other ways, but this is one way to get there. So you get into YouTube Studio, go to the video tab on the left-hand side. All right, and here's where I got just threatened here a moment ago that if I change this thumbnail, I'd be in deep doo-doo. So we'll go in, and this is her Sherry's latest cucumber salad video. I can go in and edit that here. This is where I can change the title. This is where I can change the description. We'll scroll down a little bit further. I could take this public video and make it private. I can add it to a playlist. I probably should add it to a playlist, shouldn't I? Anyway, can add it to a playlist. I can add an end screen. I can add informational cards. Here are the thumbnails. When you first upload your video, YouTube selects 3 frames out of that upload. And I believe that they always show you the center one of those 3. That's the one they defaultly pick out. They say, hey, if you don't like this, well, how about this one? Or how about this one? Of course, whichever one of those you highlight, that's what it's going to be. But they also give you a blank one where you can upload your own thumbnail. And that's what we have done here. So Sherry wanted a close-up picture of the cucumber salad. And we just happened to have that. So we uploaded it. Now I could take this picture, and I could add verbiage to it. We can modify it, do whatever we want to do with it. And that's what a lot of folks do. They add verbiage to their thumbnails, and then they upload them. But here's where that is done. And of course, then down below, this is the tags. You hear me talking about that. I was looking at it before. I just wasn't showing you, and I do so apologize. Anytime you make a change in here, you have to click that save button or nothing will be changed. Nothing will stay changed. So that is how you make changes to thumbnail pictures, to information on your videos, and so on and so forth. So let me get this back over. And now I'm back at the point here where I can actually...
You missed your channel being picked apart, Kira.
Oh, is she here now? You have to catch it on the rebound. Rebel Canners, I'm looking at your comment here, and I guess I have a question. And my question is simply this. How does it tell you are not subscribed? Because I've had people tell us this.
Because they're not getting notified when new videos are up or when they go live.
Well, that's a notification thing. That's not necessarily a subscription.
Well, that was one of the questions.
So, and the reason I ask is if you go to that channel's homepage, like I'm sitting on Homestead Dreaming right now, if I am not subscribed, it's going to give me this subscription button right here. Irregardless of what it says anywhere else. If this says subscribed, you are subscribed. And if you're not getting notifications, there's a different problem. I know that's something that's been talked about before, and I have found it that okay, they really are subscribed, but there's a different issue that's causing that notification thing. So, I mean, I keep telling myself, why would YouTube unsubscribe you?
Because I have found.
And you have seen it where it says unsubscribed. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Where the button's red again. Yes, I have seen that for ours.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I've seen that with ours also, Rebel Canner. And it's a YouTube issue. It has been a YouTube issue for years.
All right. So, where are we at here?
You're going to spin the...
Oh, we're going to spin the wheel.
Spin the dreidel. I mean, spin the wheel.
The dreidel. Could maybe come up with a dreidel. I have to have a lot of sides, though.
Yeah, it would have to. Aren't that many sides.
All right. Okay, so we kind of got off on a tangent there, and for those of you that that was all second nature to you, please bear in mind there was a time when it was not second nature, and so we do try to help out everyone. Nah.
No,
Keep going. Ta-da! Just squeaked by. Wild Ones Homestead. Get the mouse over here. Wild Ones Homestead, 571 subscribers, 55 videos. Look at that pretty dog. All right.
Chives.
Wild Ones Homestead. Nice banner. The channel name is well centered. It's well defined, good clarity there. Nice job. The logo, I love the picture. I can see it. I'm guessing on a handheld device it might be a little bit tiny and tough to make out, but I have a channel trailer here that's just under 2 minutes in length. Nice job. Well, we're not going to go down here any further. We'll look at this when we come back to it. Let's go to the About page and take a look at the description and find out more about Wild Ones Homestead. Welcome to Wild Ones Homestead. I'm Michelle, mama of 2 feral children and a pack of critters. I like her already. Feral children. In early 2018, my husband left the military after almost 10 years of service. We decided to sell what we thought was going to be our forever home, which was located in the foothills of Mount Rainier, and move back home to Wisconsin. In December of 2018, we finally found a new place to call home on 11 acres. Since moving in, we have been very busy developing it into a perfect new homestead for our family. We expanded the original garden, put up fencing for our animals, built a barn and a chicken coop, with many more things to come. Follow along with us as we share our life on our homestead, tips on animal keeping, cooking, gardening, projects, and preserving food. There is no posting schedule here. We just upload when there's something to share. If you like what you see, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we post. Nice write-up. Nicely done. Has their email address here in the proper location. They have links to Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, and Goodreads. Go back and see if she has any playlists. She got a couple playlists here too. So let's look at the Garden 2020. We'll just glance at that one first. Since it's gardening season, it has a real nice description here. And let's do the About Me. And again, good description. Want to know more about the woman behind the channel? I like your style of writing. Okay. Take a peek at the thumbnails. And let's spread the page out here as wide as we can.
Oh, good. I revamped that recently. Wasn't sure if it was too long-winded. I like her thumbnails.
As long as it's kept interesting, I don't know that it can be too long-winded. I'm sorry, my mouse is jumping on me. Here we go. All right, so there's the past 18 thumbnails. And when you're looking at them all on here, which one catches your eye the most? Now, obviously,
I need a bigger garden. Oh, purple iris.
Depending upon one's interests, that may lead to one or another thumbnail, that catches your eye. But as an overall picture, I'm going to say the primary ones that will catch the eye first. Number 1, human faces in the thumbnail. Number 2, this cute little chickie, again, just centered in the thumbnail so that it's big. If this were half this size, it would not be as good. Some people have a real affinity to horses, and so I'm sure that this is going to catch some people's eyes. This one I find a little interesting. And I find it interesting because I look at the thumbnail and my thoughts are going one direction. When I see the title, it's like my thoughts were going the wrong direction. Because the title, you're talking about dehydrating, and I see that jar up there, and I'm thinking about canning. So that's an interesting one.
Well, if you dehydrate it, you put it in a jar and seal it.
Well, I'm not saying you can't do that, but I'm just saying that typically if I see a mason jar, my mindset is going on the canning end of it.
You better go look on our island and see what's in there.
I know what's... Oh, it's not my day. She's picking on me, everybody. All right.
They're going to feel sorry for you.
Okay, well, as long as y'all feel sorry for me. Okay, nice job, nicely done. Let's jump back to the homepage here, see if she has modified that at all. And she has. She has added individual playlists. If you notice, when you add an individual playlist, that description shows up here. So the first one's in a horizontal format. Looks like they're all in horizontal format. She must have looked at Kira's for suggestions here because she put popular uploads. All right, I'm going to go ahead and say it because I mentioned it with hers too. Here's what I don't like about popular uploads, especially if your channel has some years on it. Typically what you'll see in popular uploads with a channel that's 3 or 4 or 5 years old, the most popular upload is 3 or 4 or 5 years old because it's been there the longest. And of course, by looking at it, one could instantly think, well, what have they been doing for the past 4 years if their most popular upload was 5 years ago? There's just something about it that I personally don't care for. That's my reasoning behind it. Take it or leave it, whatever you like to do. You've done a fabulous job here on your channel. Like everything you've done. Good color choices. The only thing I can't check here is I can't check to see if you have a featured video. So if you are signed into the channel and a video is sitting here playing, that's her featured video. Nice job. Let's go back and grab another channel to look at.
What are your thoughts on popular uploads if the channel hasn't been around for more than a year or so?
I wish YouTube would have never given you the option to do popular uploads. If I want to know a channel's most popular uploads, I will simply go into, and I need to spin again here because we've already done Tambra. But Tambra, if you're still in the chat here, or on your way home or something, be sure you stop at the local 7-Eleven or gas station and get yourself a $1 lottery ticket because it's your day to win here. I just don't... If I want to see popular uploads, I'll go to videos and I'll sort them that way. And I'll see them all. Who's going to be? Who's it going to be? The Farm on Route 66. Family Homestead. All right. So let's go find The Farm on Route 66. Family Homestead. Well, we had no trouble going right to it once we got that all typed in. I will say that's a pretty long title.
I think that's one you talked about last week or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's kind of a long title. The Farm on Route 66 Family Homestead. Almost 3,000 subscribers. 2,970 some subscribers, 161 videos. Let's see what we have here. Now, the actual see they've shortened their name in their banner. They don't have Family Homestead. They just said the Farm on Route 66. But you haven't shortened the name of your channel. And I'm not sure just where that's going, but that's okay. You have got a 3-minute, 41-second trailer here, which is a little bit on the long side. I would check the stats on this. If you find that a lot of people are dropping off at 2.5 minutes or 2 minutes, certainly consider shortening that up. And that's just a way to help you and get their attention. We'll go back here to the About channel, and let's take a look at your description here. Reads as follows: the Farm on Route 66, Post Office Box. I will have to say that I guess it just hit me as unexpected to see a P.O. Box address at the top of the description, but then again, I don't see anything really greatly wrong with it. You then say, what is the Farm on Route 66 Family Homestead about? We're just small-town people trying to live the good life. We enjoy our 8-acre farm homestead, strive to do good things with the land, food, animals, friends, and neighbors. Faith, family, friends, farm, food, fun, and freedom are what we love. See, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 F's. We plant God first and enjoy the journey as we live it. We would love to have you as our friends on the farm. We release videos 3 days a week with an occasional bonus video. And your email address is in the proper location. Good things about your description. Number one, there's a lot there. That's great. Bad things about your description, you've got it all bundled into one old long paragraph. Spread it out. Keep it short and sweet. Each paragraph, no more than 3 lines. Good examples to look at. Homestead Dreaming, Off Grid with Doug and Stacy, Samson Farms, and there's others. I'm a little surprised that I see no Facebook, Twitter, website, Amazon, PayPal, or any other links. There's no links here, which if you have no links, well, that's fine. I will also state that you're trying to see exactly what you've done here with this banner, because this banner is it is either not a full width banner, or you have the outside edges chopped white. So I don't know what this would look like on, say, a television screen. Used to be a way I could just quickly download it and look, but YouTube has taken that away from us, so I don't have a quick way to do that anymore. But I like the picture. Good contrast on the text on that banner picture. Let's see what you have in the way of playlists. You have a couple here. So let's check this chickens playlist. Oh, I got you. There's no description right here. That would show up right here, and of course that would show up if you highlighted this playlist for, say, on your home page, for example. So let's grab from the Farm Kitchen playlist. And again, I don't see any description. Description on a playlist is, it certainly carries the same amount of weight as a description on a video. Personally, I think it carries more because you are now describing an entire group of videos on a subject. So that's something you might want to just take some time, go in and make sure that you have descriptions on all of your playlists. Take a peek at your thumbnails. Let me readjust this just a little bit here. Okay. Let's just do some general conversation here on some of your thumbnails. Good part about your thumbnails, all of the pictures look to be of of good HD quality. In focus. There's no real dark ones. There's no real burnout ones from bright light. You have a fair amount of text in some of your thumbnails. And the only issues that I see with that is, in some cases, the text melts into the background. There's not enough contrast between the text and the thumbnail. In some cases, you've addressed that, it looks like, by, for example, this one on the far right side, top row. What's a free martin? You have this nice white background to highlight the text so you can see it. Whereas, get my thumbnail or my magnifying glass. Whereas this one, where it says cows drink blue Kool-Aid, which I couldn't make out till I got my magnifying glass over here to it. It's very difficult to read that. It just fades into the background. Now, I mentioned we would probably find this, and we have found it right here. You have the word attacked down here. Number one, it's a little tough to read. It has a tendency to fade in the background. And it also goes clear over to the right hand lower side of the thumbnail. So it falls behind YouTube's space. They put this big old time indicator in front of it. And so it just covers up whatever you have there. That also applies down here to this one. The plural end of the puppies disappears behind the time. It falls into this one. Question marks fall in behind the time. So it's just something to be aware of. In some cases, you have the text is just plain too small. If I can't clearly, easily see it, even with my little magnifying glass here, you would never, ever see it on a phone. And that's whatever the bottom wording is here underneath this. I'm saying our favorite thing about having this channel, I'm going to have to do some struggling. I know I could enlarge, I could do all kinds of crazy things to go in and see this closer, but nobody takes the time to do that. So you're better off to either not put it or make it big enough they can see it. I like the idea of using some elements in a thumbnail at times, like this big old question mark. Kind of makes it jump out. Nothing wrong with doing that. You got some really nice stuff here. All right, let's go back to your home page. And you've taken the time to do some rearranging here. Your uploads container you have changed from horizontal to vertical. And you put in this dreaded popular uploads. Then you started putting in some of your playlists. If your Fun on the Farm playlist had a description, that description would be right here for everybody to see. Will give some better in-depth meaning on your page here, the same way with the how-to. But overall, nice job. Farm on Route 66. Folks, go check them out. They got some interesting things here. So while you're doing that, we're going to go spin this wheel again, get somebody else up here. Looks like it's going to be Walterman Homestead.
I don't know if Megan's in here.
Walterman Homestead, are you still here? Walterman Homestead has just over 900 subscribers. They got 161 videos. Very nice looking banner up here. They have a 19-second trailer video. Unheard of time. That might even be too short, but it's there. 19-second trailer video. Jump back to the About page. Description reads as follows. We are Dylan and Megan Walterman. We have two beautiful children. We are in the early stages of homesteading. We are located in South Central Indiana, Zone 6A. We are learning to get closer to our food by gardening and using what we grow in our garden in our kitchen. We have big dreams and the desire to turn them into reality. Take care and God bless. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram. Email addresses here and links to all the above down at the bottom. Have they shown up? I've not seen them show up. I know they were here early.
Yeah, that was when we first started.
Yeah. They have some nice playlists. We'll just open a couple here very quickly. Does have a description here, and we'll try this one, and again a description. So we're going to make that terrible assumption that they all have descriptions. Do a nice job on their thumbnails. Again, if you find that a video is not performing to your expectations, and you think it's really good content, and it's an underachiever, if you want to try modifying that thumbnail and re-promoting it, doesn't hurt to do that. By all means, try that.
There she is.
By all
She's
means,
here.
try that.
Megan's here.
If I had to pick on thumbnails a little bit, I could do that. His head's a little bit cut off in this one. Actually, that's almost a theme. She cut her own head off right up here. A little bit of a flat top there, a little bit of a flat top here. Flat tops here, flat top there. And keep in mind, I'm kidding with you on most of these, but this one is a little much. That one is a little much. Nice job on the overall. Very nice job on the thumbnails. Jump back to the home page here. I still can't believe they got a trailer in it. 19
Off-kilter
seconds.
homestead. Wait, re-promote? How?
Re-promote how? Well, off kilter. Okay. Let me finish this up and then we'll do a quick 3, 2, 1 on re-promoting a video. They have their uploads into a vertical format from horizontal. And then they added this popular uploads. I'm sorry, I'm just not a fan here. And again, this one's almost starting to indicate that. Most popular videos 8 months ago and a year ago. Well, here's one that was 4 months ago, but you've got so many good playlists. Just cross this out. You don't need this. You're not looking for filler. You've got great content. You don't need filler. Walterman Homestead, nice job. All right, let's talk about re-promoting. And while I talk about that, we're going to bring the wheel over. If you have a video that you feel the content is good and it just hasn't gotten the views that you feel it should have gotten, and you want to attempt to rejuvenate that video, first thing to do is make it appear as a new video. Okay. You do that by changing the thumbnail. Go pull something deep out of your wheelhouse. Go something that people are not used to seeing. Change things up. Go to super bright colors. Do something. So change the thumbnail. Change the tags. Change the title. Maybe add informational screens. If you are one that you have end screens in all your videos, you get a tool like TubeBuddy. You can go in and edit all of those all at the same time, and you could have every other video you have pointing at that one video. That's one thing you could do. You should be members of various Facebook groups that allow you to promote your various videos as you upload them. If you are a member of Two Family Homestead Facebook group, we encourage you. Come in here and post. When you put up a new video, come in here and tell folks about it. Make a little short write-up. Give yourself a 30, 40 word little write-up on your video. It certainly is worth that amount of time. And then link back to it. So you can do that not only on our group, but small YouTube homesteaders.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a Facebook group, by all means, put it in yours. Put it in anybody's that allows and promotes doing that. There are some that do not.
On certain days. Cybers promote on Tuesdays. I think the Homestead community the main channel promotes on Fridays or Mondays. Or maybe it's no. It's Roots and Refuge. It's Monday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and off kilter, yeah. But when you say like Facebook promote, do you mean actually spending money? Well, you can do that if you want. You can actually spend money. You can buy YouTube ads. You can buy Facebook ads. You can do that if you want to do that. I'm not.
I don't think it gets you anywhere.
Yeah.
Your thumbnails and your video descriptions.
Yeah.
Is what's going to bring people.
If you have a big audience, and you promote yourself in the way of some sort of a classroom environment, there are ways to promote that you pay for, but that gets your name out there in front of a lot of people in a short amount of time. Keep in mind, you are paying for that. So, under normal circumstances, I would not recommend it. But, all right. What are you talking about, Smudge?
Do you have another dog? You spinning the wheel?
I'm going to spin the wheel. I was just looking at Sydney's message here.
They're down in Florida.
Oh, they're in Florida. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So here we go. We're going to spin the wheel. I see all these new people in here, and the count keeps going down. I don't understand that.
Yes, it is. Nothing new.
Speed Streak, are you here? I don't know that I've seen them post anything, but I know that they were here.
When we first started, they haven't posted anything, so their name isn't showing up. Well, Simply Southern Roots, there we go. You know, they always say dogs have fantastic ears.
Speed Streak, are you here?
Yeah, Cindy, I'm not sure which one are on. I'm pretty sure I belong to most every homestead Facebook group there is.
Okay. Speed Streak has been here before. We have looked at their channel before.
Yeah, because we chatted about his banner.
Yeah. Excuse me. It's kind of an interesting channel. It's more of a gaming channel.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So the context of this channel is quite a bit different. I wish they were here, and we would spend a little bit more time on it, but I don't think they're here anymore. They're just like their name. They speed streak by.
That's right.
So, Speed Streak, thank you for stopping. We do appreciate you being here. And we are showing your channel. I don't know if we've got anybody in here that
oh, it's Brett. Okay, Brett. Thank you.
That's into what you're doing, but they might have some kids or something, so we are showing your channel.
No, you have to put your name on the wheel of torture, Brad. There. I put the link up for you, Brad. Click on that link and put your channel name, then scroll down and hit submit.
All right, let's go spin the wheel again.
And Daryl can torture you then. Oh, you did already. Okay. Oh, Tambra, this is her third time.
Tambra, I'm telling you, if you were out and about, you need to go get you a $1 lottery ticket.
Have you refreshed it?
Well, let me just check that.
Okay.
It has lost its link. It has lost its link.
Glad I asked.
So, here's what we're going to do. Well, I get this refreshed up. You can look at Speed Streak's homepage.
Yep, that's why I asked, because I was looking for that, Brad. That's why I asked if he refreshed it. You know, computers, they have a mind of their own. Man, if anybody wants a fantastic looking handmade knife, BC Truck is the person to contact.
Okay, BC Truck is on the wheel now.
There we go.
He is on the wheel along with Mulberry Branch Farm, Peachlow Homestead, CJM Farms, and Ivy's Forge and Homestead. You guys are all on the wheel.
There we go.
So we will go spin it again right now. Here we go.
Oh, Farm on Route 66. I already did them. Yeah, Ivy's, I think that was a few weeks ago. Oh, BC Truck bought your own domain. Awesome. Yeah, we have to redo our website and add all the stuff that we're into now. Let's see if it stays.
Yep, it's staying. Mama Z.
I think she's up to 885, if I'm not mistaken. 805. 805. She'd like to be 885. Maybe.
Mama Z's Texas Kitchen. 805.
805, that's what I thought.
179 videos.
She's also doing a collab if anyone is interested in joining in.
Okay, she has a
oh crap.
she has a trailer video that's just over a minute in length.
Doing fine, thank you, Cecilia.
Jesus, we didn't make that shirt, did we?
No, that's when she bought.
Oh, okay.
Probably from Teespring or one of those other.
Well, just so you all know, we do shirts now, especially for
awesome
for people that don't want high numbers.
3,500 watch hours. God, 400. That's all you need.
All right, let's go to the About page and check out Mama Z's Texas Kitchen. The banner is nicely done. She's got the out of focus flowers in the background.
Blue bonnets.
A lot of information here, but yet it's still large enough you can read it.
Thank you, Cecilia.
Description reads as follows. Welcome to Mama Z's Texas Kitchen. Let's cook. I have a live Saturday morning cooking show called What's on the Plate with Mama Z at 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. We have an interactive chat, cooking demonstration, and fun weekly meal ideas. We also have a Wednesday night live cooking show called Live at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Join me as I cook our midweek dinner with a live chat and cooking demo. I upload 2 videos a week on Monday and Wednesday, full of great recipes and cooking ideas. We live in an apartment just north of Houston, Texas, but working on getting back to our family farm in North Texas. But in the meantime, we are learning the skills we need to be the homesteaders we feel we are being called to be. So come with us on our journey. Join me as I dream big and shoot for the stars. Welcome to Mama Z's Texas Kitchen. Has a post office box address here for those of you wanting to send her $100 bills. And She has her email address and links to Mama Z's Facebook, Square Store, TubeBuddy, Instagram, Teespring Store, PayPal, Amazon affiliate link, and Twitter. So she's got just a couple of links there for you to peruse. The playlist, she's got a couple of those created in here. And we're just going to open up a couple. See if she has descriptions on those. And look at this. There's no description. I found one. Is she right there?
Yeah, she's here.
Look what I found. There's no description here. Caught ya. That probably won't ever happen again. All right, and here is description under this playlist. Let's go check out her thumbnails. All right, she's the first one we've seen tonight that has engaged in the practice of putting her logo on every thumbnail. And she's done that in the upper left-hand corner of every thumbnail. It's just a little quick way that it's surprising, but that little corner, even though you cannot tell what it is, once you know it, you recognize it. It's kind of like the gold marches. You know that there's a McDonald's somewhere underneath there. Same thing here. You see that little thing in the upper left-hand corner. You know Mama Z's is somewhere underneath there. She's done a great job here with her thumbnails. The fashion that she's used here is a little different, and it works very well for her. I'm going to say they're half thumbnails and half information. Just don't get carried away and duplicate that text on the thumbnail with what's in the title of the video. That's the duplication is just redundant and certainly not needed, and I don't think she has really done that with any of them. She's done a very nice job. Using bright colors, easy to spot, good clear pictures. Jumping back to the home page. We scroll down, see what she's done to make it hers. And she has at least moved the default upload if she hasn't taken it away completely. And her first selection for people to browse through is Mama Z's Texas Kitchen Uploads. Now, okay, I have to mention this. This is a playlist of supposedly all of her videos, which means that she has to maintain that. Every time she uploads a video, she needs to get it into that playlist. It is so easy, especially when you're creating content at the rate she's creating, to forget one or two or three, and then all of a sudden this playlist is not what it says it is. So just want to say be cautious when you do that. I also know that one of the reasons she does this is so that people with phones where they can play it all.
Computers are play all, where it's automatically there.
But with because she's created a playlist with all of her videos, people with phones can play them all. Mm-hmm. Okay, and that's what I thought. So perhaps as soon as she gets over 1,000, maybe this playlist will go away. I don't know. She has some more playlists here. She's gone from a horizontal now to vertical. Snacks of summer. Another vertical, another horizontal, another vertical, horizontal. So you can see lots of great information here. There's so many different ways that you can individualize this front page and make it yours. And overall, you've done a wonderful job. Good job. Let's see if we can go find somebody else.
Yep, like I said, if you're interested in doing a video and joining her summer snack or summer meal collab, get in touch with Mama Z.
What have we here? Ivy's Forge and Homestead. Looks like Ivy's Forge and Homestead.
Lynn, I have no idea. I don't think I've ever been to that channel. Brad, pick me, Monty. Snacks of summer. Could you tell I was tongue-tied?
All right. Ivy's Forge and Homestead, 797 subscribers, 124 videos. Very interesting logo here. Let's go check out this channel. Has a trailer in here, 1 minute and 17 seconds. Great length. Welcome to our channel. Forge Your Own Trail. I like the blacksmithing forge. Up here at the top, I think you could maybe do a little better job of centering up. I'm going to say just enhancing the overall banner up here. And I would certainly like to see you put some sort of titling on that banner, either the channel name or some other information like new videos weekly or whatever your upload target is. But Ivy's Forge and Homestead. Let's go to the About page and read the description. See what's new with your channel. Hey y'all, this is my video journey in becoming a well-rounded blacksmith and a journey in life starting a small urban homestead. Currently, at our small urban homestead, we are unable to raise livestock due to city restrictions, so we will mostly be doing gardening and cooking for our homesteading videos for now. Our goal moving forward into the future will be our forever homestead on acreage somewhere in the northwest area of Arkansas. Go check out our playlists and video content. If you like what you see, then subscribe and hit that bell for notifications to our next awesome video upload. New video will post every Friday by 6 a.m. and we will be doing a live stream via StreamYard every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you're more than welcome to join the stream if you want. Thanks for dropping in. We will see you on the next one. Okay, and then you have a whole pile of hashtag words.
I don't think folks understand the use of hashtags.
Well, we're just going to address that here right now for a quick moment. Number one, hashtag words in a description on the About page don't really do anything for you. They're too far down the list to be picked up in the bots that traverse the page, because in the description there is no hotspots. They are not clickable. It's worthless to put any type of a link in the description area of this. The hashtag keyword in a description on a video does show up under the video. It is clickable. But here's what it does. It's a search term. And if you're not very careful, you may be sending people off into Never Never Land to never ever find your channel again and come back to it. So just for example, I'm going to use this hashtag woodworking. I'm going to copy it. And I'm going to paste it up here at the top. Because if you have this in a video, and it's underneath the video, and somebody clicks it, this is exactly where it's going to go. It'll be hashtag woodworking. And here's what you get if somebody clicks it. Oh. In the first place, of course, Google/YouTube, they're going to throw their advertisements up here because they want money. But then we're down here and we have Steve Ramsey, A Glimpse Inside, Jesse and Davis, DIY Creators, Justin Brown, Eric Sorson, Tool Review Zone, Make Something. Do you see where I'm going with this? These are all great channels. These are all great videos. There's nothing wrong with any of these videos. This one really looks interesting. This wood carving, where they carved out a car, that's pretty neat. But you know what? There's nothing here. There is nothing here about your channel. So you've just taken everybody that clicked on this from your channel and sent them elsewhere in the never-ending abyss of YouTube. So this is not something that we highly recommend to use.
We may be gone by then, Brad.
Yeah, Brad, we're going to shut her down here in 20 minutes, but hey, if you got to go, we understand, and I thank you very, very much for stopping, Brad. And we appreciate you very, very much. Have links to Facebook, Instagram, and Etsy. So we've talked about the hashtag keywords. Let's go back to playlists, see what you have here. Got a few. We'll do the cooking. Open a new tab. And you have got a good description here. Nice job. Let's, I got to look at this one. How to build a ukulele. It's an interesting playlist, but there's no description. Not only is there no description. All right, so this is a perfect what not to do, and here's why. Number one, it caught my eye. How to build a ukulele. That caught my eye, so I clicked on it as a playlist. And if I wanted to just start viewing this, well, that's fine. And I'm looking at a whole series on how to do this by a channel called StuMac. And from StuMac, I may wind up going somewhere else and somewhere else. And you know what? I may never find my way back to Ivy's Forge and Homestead. Now, if you want this, here's my recommendation. If you want this as a playlist for yourself, just make it private. That way nobody else can be on it. This is another one. You have other channels on here. There's other channels. Other channels. Other channels. And I'm guessing that's the case on all these down here.
She said they put saved playlist to private, but they still show up. Not sure why.
This playlist has to be marked private. And I don't want to go back into I mean, that's just really not the thing that we cover too much here on a Thursday night. But if you'd like to learn some more of the ins and outs of getting things set up like that, that's a great topic for Tuesday nights for our Tech Tuesday. And hashtags are good if you have an alternative channel you want others to know about, such as, and he puts his own little hashtag in there.
Yeah, I told him we'll get right on that.
Absolutely, Grizz.
Yep.
But yeah.
We've known you way too long, Grizz.
Just be sure that you know what you're doing with the hashtags. That's all. And okay, and Ivy's Forge and Homestead. If you can't get them set to private, email me and we can maybe hook up on an off time thing where we can do a screen share or something through Zoom or something, and I can go over and help you get those set up the way they need to be set up. Let's go take a look at your videos here real quick. Take a look at the thumbnails.
Grizz, have a hot pepper.
All right. I'm kind of just doing a once over here on your thumbnails. Is there anything here that's drawing me to wanting to click on anything in particular? Is there something really out there that's catching? All right, let's talk about a couple of these. In the first place, let me comment on the pictures that you have. For the most part, all the pictures are pretty good quality, high definition, good and clear, not out of focus, and so forth. There are a couple that are a little bit on the dark side that could maybe use a little bit of Photoshop help. This one, for example, is just the overall picture is just so dark; it's in the shadows. Now let me get picky here. I'm not sure what I'm really getting to here. How to move light switches to the other side of the wall. I understand now that I've taken the time to go read the title, but think of try to think of a way that elicits action from a visual response to a picture. And I'm not sure just looking at a wall switch does that. I think this one looks very, very cute. To me, this is one of your best thumbnails up here, in my opinion. You've got the little comical characters, your name, but some of these you've got the verbiage is a little bit small. And let's talk about this one. Time to build a new blacksmith shop. That's what your thumbnail says. Your thumbnail or your title to your video says time to build a new blacksmith shop. This is totally redundant. As a suggestion, if you had a picture of your forge, or if you had a picture of the fire, like from down the one underneath it, some sort of action type picture rather than the Filmora title screen. You and just use the word new across it, or if you just had a clock or something and say time. other words, pick out a keyword. Don't do the same thing don't have the same verbiage on the title as the bottom here. It looks like you're creating a Cooking with Gladys series, which is cool. That's neat. So I think you maybe have a good thing going here. Yeah, Memorial Day weekend, blacksmithing updates. You've repeated this here. So just something to think about. And again, as I mentioned before, you can always change that. You can come in here now and you can change the thumbnail. You can change the titles. Make it however you want to do it. On your home page, have you modified that a little? You have? Okay. You're going to hate me. Here's what you've done. You've replaced the default uploads content area with a YouTube very generalized create a playlist content area. So number one, kudos for taking the time to go in and change something, but create a playlist is horrible. If you do these individually, you'll get a lot more filling of the page. You put descriptions on all of these playlists. That shows up on this front page. You can give people a ton of information on this front page. So those are all different little things you can do. Ivy's Forge and Homestead, thank you so much for being here. Folks, go check them out. They're just absolutely knocking on the door to 800 subscribers. They're at 798, so let's turn them into 800. I'd certainly love to see that. Ivy's Forge and Homestead, thank you for being here. Any questions, email me, gfamilyhomestead@gmail.com. Say, hey, Daryl, help me get these playlists private or whatever it is you'd like to do there. All right, folks, this will be the last one. Probably shouldn't say that because if we don't get their name, they'll run away. Thomas Schmidt, Homestead Projects.
They're at $7.99 now. Emma just said.
Ivy's Forge?
Yep.
Let's get them at 800.
Thomas, are you in here? I know you were earlier.
Thomas Schmidt, Homestead Projects, 710 subscribers, 128 videos.
There he is.
Okay.
We met them in October.
Yes. Thomas, I don't know what to say about your banner up here, but it certainly doesn't. You could brand one of these pigs with the name of your channel. Just saying. That would be interesting. I'm not really sure what you've done with your banner here. Again, we saw another channel here earlier today that was that way, because you've got all this white space on the right and left-hand side. So I don't know what this would look like on a big screen TV, for example. Just something to be made aware of. The other thing is you have all this opportunity here to put channel name, how often you upload, anything like that, and you've not utilized that opportunity. I don't see a channel trailer here. If you had one in the proper location, it would be right here, playing right now, but it's not. Jump back to the About page. Your description reads as follows. Hello, we are Tom and Dawn, and We are Tom and Don. We are starting a homestead in the southern tier of New York, working on getting 6 acres of wooded, very steep hillside usable with as little money as possible. We can't access most of the property due to a stream at the bottom of a ravine, but are working to change that. We raise chickens mostly for eggs and pigs for meat and piglets for sale. We also do some gardening in containers and rows. We hope you join us on our path. It is hard for us as I have some health problems, some I talk about and some I do not. Thank you for watching. Email address is here. You have an Amazon wish list. If you have any other social media platforms, such as Facebook and so forth, I would go ahead and get those linked down here. Playlists. And you've got a couple, so let's do the Chickens 2018. View that full playlist. And you have got a nice description here. Okay. Kudos on that. And let's do the piggies from 2018. And you have a description here. Okay, your past 18 thumbnails. Okay. Let's talk just in general about some of these pictures. The first one that I want to talk about is the one that doesn't exist. It's a blank sheet here. I know it says live test, but you've elected to keep it here. It's got 31 views. It was 21 minutes in length. So there's probably something here if I play it. Just make a thumbnail and put it here. Make it be something that somebody might want to click on. And was it 2 weeks ago or last week we had you up here? We saw this X-ray of your neck, which was kind of interesting. So, all right, I'm going to start your most recent video. It says, we rented a boar. And obviously that's a, so just be descriptive.
No.
No, I should not be descriptive. We rented a male pig. And it's kind of interesting here how you are carting it around in a caged in area here. But if you were to take this picture and zoom in so that the picture of the pig was filling up the screen here, I think it would be a lot more interesting. By doing that, I don't think you would even need to put any text on it. But if you did, that would be okay too. Whatever you want to do with that. I do see that you're doing what appears to be a multi-part series on a well house project. And again, I'm going to say the same thing here. If you zoom in a little more, if you enlarge this picture, get the pictures a little bigger so people can see better what is on your thumbnail. 1, 2, 3, 4 videos old. The one here that's look what we got. It's duplication. Look what we got. Look what we got. With it. And I'm thinking those are probably quail, but I could be wrong. Again, make these bigger. Make them the center focus of attention on the thumbnail. I think you kind of get what I'm getting at here. The pictures are just far enough away that it's hard to, especially if you are on a handheld device, it's very difficult to make out what it is you're really doing there. Now, of course, you could see this one as a tractor, but if you were to zoom in close, just as an example, let me get my magnifying glass. If you were to zoom in close here, where you really couldn't see the tractor, you could just see you sitting on the seat, working the levers. That would, I think, generate more interest than just seeing the back end of a tractor with the hoe off to the side. So, something to think about. On your home page, you have added some of your playlists here. Nicely done. Did a real nice job here. It's exactly what we were talking about. So, yeah, I'd try to I would try to approach some of your thumbnails with a little bit different eye, a little different aspect, and zoom in a little closer, make them easier to tell what they are. So, Thomas Schmidt, any questions of us? It's a little bit after 7. It is on a Thursday. I can tell you Copper Kettle will be live later tonight. Mm-hmm. Broussard Homestead will be live later tonight. I'm not sure who else will be live later tonight off the top of my head.
I can give you a rundown. Thursday night.
Thursday nights.
Thursday night. Sorry. Garden for Cheap is on now.
Garden for Cheap.
The Bearded Giant is on at 7:30. Alderman Farms, well, they used to be on at 8. Green Dream Project, 8 p.m. Pratt hasn't been on for a while. I don't think Willow Creek. So that's pretty much the list for tonight that I have that people have given to me.
Yeah, there may be more, but that's ones we are aware of. And we always try to stop in at least for a few minutes on anybody that's doing a live stream, because we appreciate them being in ours and we like to return that favor. So
yeah, Mama Z, he has been in the hospital the last year, I think 3 times, and this is the first time they've done surgery. So hopefully, finally, this may resolve the issues he has been having. Andy is a fantastic young man. He has a heart of gold.
Okay. I want to thank everybody for being here tonight that's still here. Special thank you to all the Smudges people that are in the room. If you'd like to, if you like what we do here and would like to help support the channel, please feel free to click that join button below, because we do give back to you folks. Not every channel does that. And we certainly feel if you help to support us, we pay back. All of our moderators, channel members, don't forget we are making mugs, T-shirts, assorted other
microfiber towels. We just got a shipment of aprons in today.
Yeah, we got a whole shipment of aprons. So if you're into the outdoor grilling season, we got you covered, and we can do some really neat things with that. We'll probably have
I have a few things ordered that Daryl's shaking his head, not sure how it's going to turn out.
Well, yeah. So
I have confidence in him.
she doesn't know. I'm just proofing this, and then she's going to do it all.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Thanks so much. Hit the like button on your way out.
Monday evening, our guest is Funky Feathers Homestead. No, that isn't a name.
Funky Feathers. All right. Take care, everybody. Good night.